Official.streetsmarks@gmail.com is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here exclusively on YouTube, Street Smart Audio. Or fuck with us. Official.streetsmarks on SoundCloud, IG, Street Smart fan page on Facebook, Street_Smarks on Twitter. This is the Extreme Retro Review for ECW, January 4th, 1994. Wood, what were your thoughts on this show?
I'm gonna give this show a T for trash. Outside of the where they show clips of some of the matches from Holiday Hell and shit, this match was show was pretty terrible, and the only reason why I cared for the clips because it at least got a chance to see some of the stuff that had transpired in the event, or I can't call it a pay-per-view because if you weren't there, you didn't get to see it.
Supercard.
Yes, there we go, Supercard. It was good to see some of the results of the Supercard. You know what I'm saying, damn it.
So we have a Maddie in the house cold open.
Ugh.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. That fucking piece of shit stick. He's shilling for the January 7th show. And if you got a Holiday Hell ticket, you get half off.
Whoop-de-freaking do.
And if you got the Holiday Hell shirt, you get half off for the January 7th show. No clue what this theme is. I tried to Shazam it. I had to ask a white person. So I hit up Mad Jack Slater. I said, yo, I need you to check out the January 4th show, you know what I'm saying, on WWE Network and tell me what this song is, you know what I'm saying, so I can at least find it on YouTube so I can, throw it into the show. Mad Jack Slater said he didn't watch the show.
Again? You have one job.
Just one job.
Oh my gosh, Mad Jack. He's 0 for 3 now.
Right. He's over there just probably fucking some rat.
Which I understand. But my goodness.
Anyway, the whole thing is long as shit, and it's got cut-ins with fucking people fighting and everything. Peaches punched Joey, LOL.
Yeah.
Sullivan powerbomb JT on the concrete, goof.
Disrespectful.
Shane beats up JT. It's like, seriously, the whole song is cutscenes of ECW action. And it was long, and it sucked.
Yeah, it was at least 2 minutes long.
And I couldn't even find it on YouTube. Like I said, Shazam came up, was like, nothing found. Please turn up your volume. I had my fucking volume up on 100, and I got the fucking phone like pressed up against the goddamn TV. Nothing found.
I was trying to make you break your TV.
Right.
Or your phone more.
Not my damn 60-inch.
I know that's right.
Anyway, Joey's at the news center. It's a January 7th card rundown. Funk Shane main event. Joey details the Funk Shane feud. It's a long Terry Funk vignette from the start of ECW. They show the first show, highlights.
Oh my gosh.
They show highlights from the Texas Chain Match Massacre against King of Philadelphia, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert.
Yeah, they showed the one or two good segments he actually had and shit.
And they had the bunkhouse at Ultra Clash, beating Snook at Blood Feast at his last stand, the heel turn, and the heel turn on JT. Then he had the Funk and Sabu mystery tag match in November to Remember that we never saw. Lose the TV title. He cuts a promo and he intros his Few Good Men.
Ugh.
It's the return of Funk's Grill and the fake Sabu, and finally Paul Lee to end the segment. It was long. It was arduous. It was tedious. I did not care for it.
Whoa, Mr. Terry Funk, especially at the Sully Awards last week. You were all pro, all go on Terry Funk there. What's going on? I thought this would have been right up your alley for you. This long kiss-ass video of Terry Funk and shit, and just showing him being the terrible human being that he is and stuff. I thought you would have ate up every single second of that with a spoon.
I would consider it a momentary miscalculation or misstep, highlighting all the shit that Terry Funk did throughout 1993 and hyping of this fucking show that I'm not going to be able to see.
Well, that's a whole another separate bucket of suck right there.
So we got Joey with more 1/7 shilling. You get half off if you get the shirt. The shirt has a demonic Santa on the back, and it says, "I survived the body count." I didn't see the body count. So guess what? Who cares?
Oh my God! Who
So
the
you're on
hell
so you're in the ECW arena with a bunch of other niggas, and they got the same shirt on, and you wonder why they called it a fucking cult.
Well,
They all got Demon Santa shirts on, talking about body count. Body count.
when you look at it like that, yeah, it does seem a little creepy.
Then Joey does a Matty in the House impersonation. Moving on.
Yeah.
We have a replay of Sabu versus Funk from Holiday Hell. Moving on.
During that match, were they chanting "We Want Blood"?
Yes.
Is that the first time for ECW crowd?
No.
Oh,
They chanted "We Want Blood" at the Sizzler.
oh, did they? Oh, shit.
Oh, another thing I wanted to mention. Show of the year was the Sizzler.
Bless you.
Yeah, unequivocally. All right, so the extra Sully Award. All right, so the Sully Award for Show of the Year, we have Ultra Clash, Blood Feast, November to Remember, Holiday Hell, and the other show.
Sizzler.
I concur.
November to Remember.
Take a shot. So we have a Joey lead into a Jason and Mr. Hughes package over Roughneck. You didn't see that.
No.
We have a replay.
No, I saw the video, but it wasn't Roughneck.
Ah. All right, so we got replay of Chad Austin versus the Pitbull with the Sandman post angle that you didn't watch last week.
Oh, that's what.
That was that match.
Okay.
So you didn't miss much.
Apparently.
Moving on. We got Sandman with Peaches with a promo outside. Did you see this? The Sandman promo outside? All right. So
Jason rolled up.
all right, so Sandman's still selling his arm. He has his arm, he has his hand in his pocket, or it's cold. I don't know because it's December or January. And Peach is doing a good Mrs. Precious impersonation as Hat cuts a nice promo about Jason and his pit bull. Jason pulls up in his car, talks some shit. Hat jumps on the car and they drive off. Peach just stands there like a doofus.
Yeah, looking stupid.
All right, wait. So Sandman had his right hand in his coat pocket because he was selling the beatdown from Pitbull. Okay.
Okay.
He then grabs the car
Right.
with his right hand.
Right.
ECW. It's not for everyone.
But see, he wanted to get his hands on Jason so bad that the adrenaline allowed him to block out the pain from his arm as he was holding on as Jason accelerated. But I don't know, he had to be going at least 30 miles an hour when they cut away and shit.
I could buy it. So we back from the break and Jason cuts in on Joey's spiel to talk more shit.
Oh yeah.
He claims Peaches knows Jason can hang 10 without a surfboard.
I howled when he said that, so well done, Jason. That was Hilarious.
Joey gasps like a little bitch and tries to cut the feed. You can't say that. We have another Maddie in the house spot.
Oh, shit.
Maddie, he's selling the Holiday Hell t-shirt. It's $10 and you got half off. Moving on.
Yeah, whoop-de-freaking do.
We have a Joey lead into a long Shane vignette.
Yeah.
It's chronicling all his highlights since he came into the promotion.
They left out some parts with Eddie, though, that I didn't appreciate them not showing, but...
They might be in Barry Eddie mode at this point, so... Or Eddie is just persona non grata, you know?
That's cool.
So we have another Maddie in the house t-shirt spot, half off, January 7th. Paulie walks in, cuts another money promo to finish the show. Maddie says something, I don't care.
Yeah.
We had the Bizarro theme to end. Overall, Paul can't save them all.
No.
Jason can't save them all.
Nope.
He's not. Neither of them are Captain Save a Show. They have been demoted to Lieutenant. Do not pass go. Do not get $200. Clips show. Skip show. Thumbs down.
Yeah. Both thumbs down, and yeah, like I said, this rated T for trash, like I said in the beginning, and yeah.
Next week, January 18th, 94. We out. Peace.
Peace.
Official.streetsmarks@gmail.com is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here exclusively on YouTube, Street Smart Audio. Or fuck with us. Official.streetsmarks on SoundCloud. Official.streetsmarks on IG. Street Smart fan page on Facebook. Street_Smarks on Twitter. This is the Extreme Retro Review for ECW, January 18th, 1994. H-Dub.
What it do?
What were your thoughts on this show?
So the show in and of itself was bad, but there were some redeeming qualities to it. Main one being, it seemed like it was starting to, they were starting to find some direction again as far as painting a solid main event picture. Like, I came away with this show knowing, okay, the main event consists of these three people. So I thought that was a good thing. But yeah, judging the show in a vacuum does, yeah, it wasn't all that. It wasn't rated T for trash like last week, but it's slightly better for, let me see, maybe the top of the garbage, like if, you know, you put... found a eclair on the top of the garbage and shit, that you was the type of person that ate out of the garbage when nobody was looking and stuff, but you didn't dig in the garbage, but you eat on top of the garbage. You know what I'm saying? That's what this show would be.
It's like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Damn, Albert Fritter on top of the garbage right there.
Yeah,
it don't look like it's been eaten though.
Yeah, you know.
Like, it ain't. It's sitting on some soiled newspaper, but it's cool.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? It's on top of a doily. So
you know what I'm saying? I ain't ate in 3 days, so shit, I'm going go dumpster diving and eat this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Cherry turnover.
And that's from an episode of Seinfeld, so I don't want anybody to think that I advocate eating out of the garbage, but... You know, I just thought that was a perfect analogy for this episode.
You watch Seinfeld?
I love Seinfeld. I know it's...
Sister Foods love Seinfeld.
Oh, yeah?
I couldn't get into it.
No?
I only like the Soup Nazi episode.
That's the show that got me hooked. I saw,
no soup for you.
I saw the Soup Nazi episode, and then I started watching ever since. Matter of fact, I watched it before that. On accident, I couldn't get into it. Then I saw the Soup Nazi.
I mean, it's kind of cool, but I don't really fuck with Kazar humor all like that.
And you know what? What really got me into what really got me into Seinfeld was Seinfeld as a Superman fan. He has a statue of Superman in his apartment and stuff in the real life. He's a big Superman fan.
His daddy used to be on that show a lot, right? No, that's Jerry Stiller.
Yeah.
I'm mixing my K's on. All right, so we have a cold open. Shane's getting his wrist taped up by Sherry. Sherry looking mighty good. Titties are nice and hanging.
Shane got the perfect view.
You know what I'm saying? He's talking about getting his belt back and putting Funk in a retirement home, or retiring Funk, I should say. And Shane's all like, "Yeah, baby." I mean, Sherry's all like, "Yeah, baby. You got it, baby. You know, it's all good, baby." I love that shit. And we go into the things.
Stop the fuckboy campaign.
Thing, bitch.
Round hard to go home.
You know, we about to have fun with this track.
Yeah, what up, Kai? Ike, bro, Main, E, Collision, TGP, Snippy boy.
Like this.
Murk killer, so you already know. Got 3 bitches and they all down to go. To the telly, bust on they belly. Got 1 rubber, so a nigga scary. Murk killer, so you already know. Got 3 bitches and they all down to go. To the boom, zoom, zoom, zoom. Try to put my penis up in that boom, boom. Whipping in the cougar, blowing through a Cuba. Never fuck with proof, only blow the sharpshooter. First girl a Hoover, Indiana Hoosier. Body like Buffy with a face like Freddy Krueger. What I'm gonna do I ain't tryna choose her. Got a thing fast if a nigga gon' maneuver. Southeast mouthpiece, so the game super. Exit stage right, left that bitch in the stupor. Now the second girl cuter. Half black, half Jap, fuck with your cruiser. Get my dick rock hard, nickname Medusa. Got an ex crying, talking about how we lose her. So I'm tryna use her, she a guap abuser. So I step to her, can I be a pussy bruiser? She talking about Aruba, she talking about Bermuda. She bout to call the movers, I'm chucking up the deucer. Third girl a trooper, no need to recruit her. Best damn band in the land, play the tuba. Baby come here, let me whisper in your ear. Heard you got that magic mouth, make a dick disappear. Finished up the beer, let me hit it from the rear. So I broke baby off in my nigga Cavalier. Cavalier, let me make it crystal clear. Cause my nigga Cavalier had a damn chandelier. Murk killer, now you know the scoop. Had 3 pigeons, 2 flew the coop. Bust in the mouth, look like clam chowder. Kicked her off the whip, never thought twice about her.
Stop the fuck boys, nigga.
Psst. Don't tell anybody. We're the ECW. And we're the best secret in wrestling. It's a Maddie in the House spot. It's a lead into the White Zombie ECW theme song. Cutscenes of action. 5 fucking minutes of that shit. That's why I played my song and said, fuck it.
Yeah.
It was way more enjoyable.
Definitely. You wouldn't be dancing to that sheet like you was just dancing to what's that hood nigga final?
Yeah.
Or I guess it's just hood nigga, but
guess
that's
what?
the final version.
That's the next theme song.
I feel it. I like that.
So this is a special 90-minute edition of ECW. Joey's in the Eagle's nest as he runs down the card. We have a quick Funk Bad Breed promo. Moving on.
Thank you.
So we have a 6-man tag. Sullivan, Taz, and Johnny Hotbody with Woman versus Bad Company and the Putts.
Yeah.
First of all, Women looking very scrumptious.
Oh, yes, she was. Absolutely.
Hotbody and Diamond start. I said, in this ECW ring, Paul Diamond is fucking huge.
He is.
He's bigger than everybody except Dreamer. And he works the smallest. Okay? He's over there doing flips and doing spin wheel kicks and shit. The ring is like literally like 10 feet. I swear it seemed like it was like a playpen. And this fucking giant's it's like me jumping in a fucking ball pit, just jumping around doing spots and shit with somebody.
Go have us.
And everybody around him is just flipping and flying. They're like little munchkins. Hang got Taz bumping around. Oh my God. So we got Giant Gonzalez doing spin wheel kicks. Sullivan on the apron, shaking his knees like a goddamn goof.
Yeah, what the fuck?
We got the putts. He's beat orange. He's doing sloppy stuff. Tanaka and Sullivan stuff. All right, so Tanaka's dad, if you didn't know, was Duke Kanemoja or whatever. And he was part owner of Championship Wrestling from Florida back in the day with Eddie Graham, okay? So when I'm watching Tanaka work against Sullivan, because Sullivan doesn't sell for nobody.
Okay, yeah, I guess. Okay, all right. Where are you going with this?
Sullivan sells for nobody. All right, like the whole time he's been here, he has not done he doesn't take bumps. All right, so Pat Tanaka and Sullivan do some exchanging and shit. Right, he's bumping for Tanaka. So I figured, okay, Sullivan, who was a booker at Championship Wrestling from Florida, he idolized Eddie Graham. You know what I'm saying? He basically calls Eddie Graham his mentor. Duke, was a money owner of the promotion, right? So Tanaka being the son, I'm gonna sell for the kid. You know what I'm saying? So every time Tanaka's doing this wacky karate offense, Sullivan's bumping over here like a goddamn fool.
Yeah, because there was one particularly odd spot. Tanaka was punching this nigga, and he was no selling the punches or whatever. And then Tanaka did I don't even know how to describe it. Basically, he thrusted his booty backwards into Kevin Sullivan's midsection, and then Kevin Sullivan act like he got shot in the stomach and shit, and just started shaking and shit. And then I said Sullivan no sells Tanaka's punches but fills his tights with man yogurt when Tanaka backs his thing up on him. So that's the only way I know how to describe it. Then it cut to commercial and shit, and then they cut right back, but some time had elapsed, so I don't know how long his orgasm lasted after that.
So we got Taz and Diamond doing some stuff. They tag Dreamer in. Taz gets the heat spot finally. So Hot Body comes in illegally. Comeback putts. Putts and Diamond do a double team heat spot. And Diamond's the baby face in peril finally. Heel team works over Diamond. like the land of Lilla people, you know what I'm saying, fucking trying to beat up Gulliver. You know what I'm saying, tying down Gulliver over here and shit in the corner.
Oh shit, like fuck.
I said the match is too long at this point, given the people in it. The finish is when Woman does the shroud gimmick on Sullivan. Taz powders the fucking gimmick, so he just leaves Hot Body in the ring, right? And then they roll him up for the schoolboy for the dub. Motherfucker, they show a close up of Woman got the blindfold on Sullivan. He immediately Taz looks like a goof. He's like, what do I do? So he starts putting his hands over his face. And he starts shaking. Woman looks over at Taz. Stop that. And then they do the schoolboy finish, right?
Oh shit.
Alright, so then Hot Body gets mad. And then Sullivan and Taz fucking beat up Hot Body.
They beat Hot Body's ass.
Woman comes in the ring, she kicks him in the balls like 5 times.
I'm like, damn. Like, why they do Hot Body like that?
The whole time he had his do-rag on. Hot Body's amazing.
Oh, he got that bitch tied on tight, too, because he worked a match. He got rolled up and shit. And got his ass whooped afterwards, too. And that bitch still on.
So Joey speaks on Goddamn, you got me smoking this Babbage, nigga. Goddamn.
I know Babbage, nigga.
Joey speaks on the Funk, Shane, and Sabu main event scene. Moving on. Paul and 911 in the ring for a promo. He starts addressing Sabu, but in Chad Austin, he's already in the ring, right? And he cuts off Paul Lee mid-sentence. He's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Are you going to leave? My time to get in the ring, you know what I'm saying? I'm scheduled for a match here. What's popping?
Yeah,
So 911 choke slams him. Bam, done. Pins him with a foot.
Oh, that's the Sabu's handler's name, 911.
Oh, my bad. Right now, he's known as Sabu's handler.
Oh, shit, okay. Because, yeah, he looked like Jake Roberts took the super shredder serum and shit.
He said Jake Roberts took the ooze?
Yeah. Exactly.
In the earlier Street Smart discussion, we discussed, we review Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Secret of the Ooze. Check that shit out.
Exactly what Sabu's handler looked like.
All right, and so that was the match. He gets another choke slam, and he's billed as Sabu's handler. Joey puts him over. There's a replay of the choke slam. LOL. So we got Maddie with Jason, and angels in the background holding up a mirror. Maddie asks Jason about the Holiday Hell shirt. Jason just completely buries him. Maddie says it's rest and relaxation. Joey segues that into a Rockin' Rebel and then the Hack Jason feud. We got highlights of Hack and Pitbull and Jason voiceovers the whole segment. Pitbull beats Hack with a chain. The scene switches to Pitbull and Cairo. Cairo wins with a quick release German suplex. Jason off the top rope to start the post-match beatdown. Pitbull with a power bomb. Jason with a knee, and then he something, whatever. Cairo gets his ass whipped with a chain. Cairo with a comeback, but then Rebel runs in. Hack runs in to even it up, and it sets up a double dog collar match at February 5th. More angle as Hughes gets involved. Sandman gets hung by the chain. Jason finally finishes the segment. He goes to fuck Angel.
Good idea.
Long segment, pointless. I mean, it was just promoting February 5th. We have another Shane and Sherry promo backstage. Moving on. And then for the main event, we got the ECW title. The franchise, Shane Douglas with Sherry Martel versus Terry Funk. Paul Lee is on color. Your thoughts?
Why did they insist on doing this? If this match would have been half the length that it was with none of the bullshit, then it probably would have been a lot more tolerable. But it took something that was like, I was actually like, okay, kind of like wait, getting into it, and then ended up pissing me off. So that's my thoughts on the match. It could have been a good match, but they fucked it up by overbooking it.
All right. Hollywood says it's overbooking, so let's see. Paulie's on color. Starts off kind of hot. The thing that matters most about this match is does Shane belong in the ring with Funk? Okay.
Is that even really a question? Does Shane belong in the ring with Funk, or do you mean the other way around? Does Funk belong in the? Because you know what? How did he even get in the ring with Eddie? Is the real question. But all right, he did. He did. I guess Eddie decided he wanted to make an example of Terry. I get it. But yes, of course, Terry Funk. I mean, of course, Shane belongs in the ring with Terry Funk. And if that's what it takes to get that piece of low-life human crap out of the ECW for the franchise to get him on up out of here, then I'm all for it. Especially being a former member of Hot Stuff International that he is.
The answer is yes. I concur. He definitely looks like he belongs in the ring at that level. They work a headlock spot, all the other outside stuff for a count out. Funk's on the mic, and he wants the match to continue.
Once again, just to go and show that he's an idiot. He is the ECW champion. Why on earth would he not just go ahead and take the title and go back to fight another day? I mean, that's why it's called a championship advantage. Moron.
So Shane takes over outside. The pace slows down, and they go back inside. Shane's working the left arm to negate his famous left hand.
Smart, Shane's. That's smart.
Funk's working all right. It's got me into the match. About 20 minutes in, Funk's arm is bleeding. Sherry gets involved at every turn. Mm-hmm. Funk tries to get at her, but Shane cuts Funk off every time.
Hell yeah, he gonna protect his woman from that brute.
Now, during all the melee, Shane's shoulder gets hurt, and Paul and the Bad Breed run out. Todd kicks them out to continue the match, and the match ends in a fucking draw. 45 minutes.
Yeah. 45 freaking minutes.
Regardless of the overbooking, they told a story.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that they didn't know how to end it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I was drawn in hook, line, and sinker, and I was emotionally invested in Terry Funk's ass whooping. And not only did I feel unsatisfied by getting that, even though it was nice that his arm was hanging like a noodle and it was bleeding like a stuffed hog.
Oh, that Terry Funk can sell.
No, he was hurt. Because Shane Douglas almost said Eddie Gilbert. Shane Douglas beat that ass, you know what I'm saying? And beat that arm. You feel me? So, yeah, it was good to see that. Where was I going with that?
No clue.
Well, we'll put a pin in that. I'm sure I'll come full circle.
Like I said, they started off hot. They told a great story with the ring psychology. Funk with his arm, Shane with his shoulder. Again, they didn't know how to end the match because they're setting up for the three-way at February 5th. So you're going to get these main event draws that are going to no contest and shit and a whole bunch of overbooking to protect everybody.
Oh, boy.
But regardless, as you initially stated, it clearly defines the main event picture.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Funk and Sabu have had their thing. Now Funk and Shane are having their thing. Mm-hmm. Shane and Sabu are going to have their thing.
Because they still have beef. And he's waiting in the wings. Well, Paulie's waiting in the wings for that belt, to get that belt back. Shane wants to beat up Sabu.
So it all has to culminate at something. And that something will be the night the line was crossed.
Oh, man. When is that again?
It's February 5th.
Oh, it's coming, too. All right. I was going to...
And we get that show.
That's what I'm talking about. That's okay. That's on the thumb drive, right?
It's on the thumb drive.
Yeah. Oh, heck yeah. Can't wait to see that.
I can't wait for you to speak into the goddamn mic.
What, man? I've been speaking into the mic the whole time, except for a couple times. But you know, it's uncomfortable sitting like this the whole time, so you know, I'll be having to relax.
Why don't you relax when I'm speaking and develop a rhythm?
That's what I call myself doing, but you know, sometimes I have something to say and I forget to get back on the mic. Hey, sue me.
I wish I could.
I'm glad you can't.
What the fuck would I get?
Oh man. You get a pack of squallies.
Next week. January 25th.
Oh, and then
The Go Home Show. for the night the line was crossed. Until then, life is a work. Make sure you get paid for it. We out. Peace.
Peace.
Official.streetsmarks@gmail.com is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here exclusively on YouTube, Street Smart Audio. Or fuck with us. Official.street.
This happens every time. So, all right, y'all. Before we started, I don't know if this is going to make the cut or not, but I'm going to tell it anyway. Before he started, said, all right, be quiet. So as soon as he gets ready to go into his spiel, that clacking you heard, that was his lighter falling on the ground first and foremost. And then the motherfucker can't even get the spiel out. Which I ain't gonna hit on that too hard, because if I had to do it right now, I couldn't. But at the same time, dagnabbit, I thought you was ready, Fooge, telling me to be quiet and stuff. All right, here we go. Take two.
Official.streetsmarks@gmail.com is how you want to contact us. Listen to us right here exclusively on YouTube, Street Smart Audio. Or fuck with us. Official.streetsmarks on IG and SoundCloud. Street Smart fan page on Facebook. Street_Smarks on Twitter. This is the Extreme Retro Review for ECW. January 25th, 1994. Cold open. Wood, what are your thoughts of this show?
My overall thoughts of the show were, meh. It could have been a decent show, but you know, it wasn't. I was trying to find my particular reasoning for that, so I can't find it right now.
Are you ready?
As you do your review, I'm sure it'll come up, and I can elaborate on further why this was just a mess show. Something about this show pissed me off. I can't remember exactly what just yet.
So again, we got a cold open, and we got highlights of Funk and Shane and the post show, and we head on into the theme. So we got Joey in the Eagle's Nest. He's talking about the 45-minute classic draw between Terry Funk and the franchise Shane Douglas. February 5th is a three-way between Funk, Sabu, and Shane. Because of the draw, the Public Enemy match and interview got bumped. So we have a Jay Sully sighting. Mm-hmm. He has to explain it to the Public Enemy. Naturally, they got hot. Grunge talks about how he had to carry a stolen TV through rubble and glass, being chased by National Guards, and they won't be on TV? LOL. Ty Gordon comes up. Rocco hems him up on the wall, demanding a title shot. Ty said he'll go to the ECW NWA board. Rocco doesn't let go. Ty then mentions the police, and then Rocco eases up. LOL 2.
He wants no parts of the 5-0.
Said finally we see the genesis of the classic Public Enemy characters. He's like, ooh, not the police. It's okay.
But he liked that, huh?
Oh, I loved it.
Hey,
So we have the bumped match from last week. The Public Enemy versus Donnie Allen and Dwayne Gill, also known as Gilbert.
Yeah.
Gilbert is a former ECW alum.
I didn't know he was a former ECW alum.
Well, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Said it's not a wrestling match, it's a fight. Complete squidage as Joey Shields, the open contract that the Enema has for February 5th. The Enema gets all their shit in. You know what I'm saying? Inverted DDT, senton finish, and it's now called the 911 for a dud match. Your thoughts?
I labeled this match a snoozer. But yeah, I did get when Dwayne Gill came out, I was like, oh, Gilbert. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, I knew it was going to be a squash, and so it was, and it was snoozer.
They didn't even call Donnie Allen Devious Donnie Allen. I was kind of upset about that. They just said Donnie Allen.
They didn't want nobody to get their hopes up.
Nah. Sully with Todd at the locker room. Todd stooged to the ECW board that the Public Enemy has touched him, and the Public Enemy show up with gifts and apologies. Todd has bad news, and the Public Enemy think that they going to jail. They're like, oh, we're going to jail. They're like, no, you're not going to jail. They're like, oh, we suspended. I said, no, you're not suspended. So I'm like, all right, what the fuck's going on? So Todd says, nope. He booked them in a match with no rules. Public Enemy loving it. They're going to take on some guys their size. They're like, that's no problem. We're going to take on some 5'10" guys. No big deal. Todd's like, no, they're not 5'10". They're 6'10". Because they'll be fighting the Bruise Brothers. So they keep going.
Shoot.
Then they have the delayed sale. The Bruise Brothers. The guys who were too big for Smoky Mountain, they got thrown out. And they start lamenting and they're crying and whining and everything. And then Rocco's like, yo, no rules. No rules. Grun's like, oh shit, ain't no rules. So he starts spitting off some shit, and then Johnny goes, Fly Girl Lorena got away with it, and we can too. And then Rocco says, no rules. And then they go into like a serious part of the promo where he's like shilling the match. You know what I'm saying?
I like the serious part way better than the annoying little voices they use, because you're not the 5-0. No. If that's what they're famous for and all that other stuff, it's gonna be a long ECW ride for Hot Stuff Hollywood.
So when they mentioned Lorena, did you know who that was?
Oh, were they talking about Lorena Bobbitt?
They were talking about Lorena Bobbitt.
Oh, I didn't get that at the time.
Yeah, Lorena Bobbitt. Lorena Bobbitt, for those who don't know, she chopped off her husband's penis after she caught him cheating with another woman. She cut off his penis in his sleep, and then threw it out the window, driving away. John Wayne Bobbitt eventually got his penis surgically reattached, and he started a porno.
Awesome.
Affectionately known as John Wayne Bobbitt Uncut.
All of that is just making my nether regions just crawl up inside myself. I'm just not, that's all right.
Overall, I thought it was a great segment, and then they had Slam to exit the segment.
Yeah, I didn't see no slam. The best part to me was when they got serious, as I said a little while ago. Because, the little thing he was just doing.
The part.
That they do. Oh,
I love
man.
it.
Oh, drives. It's like nails on the chalkboard.
So we got Tommy Dreamer versus Dr. Disaster in a match. LOL. Tommy comes to the ring in a red sequined robe. Dr. Disaster is your stereotypical pudgy max jobber.
Yeah, buddy.
Complete squidage as Dreamer beats him all over the place. He hits him with a pile, hits him with plunder, bites him, low blow.
Yeah.
Speaking of low blows, Joey's just blowing Tommy on commentary.
Yeah. Big time.
He's excusing all the cheating. Sounds like Gorilla Monsoon when he's excusing Hulkster's cheating.
The Hulkster didn't cheat. He fought fire with fire sometimes.
Anyway, so finish goes Cobra Clutch, side Russian leg sweep combo called the Dream Weaver. Mm-hmm. Kind of named after the song Dream Weaver. She's a Dream Weaver. Anyway, flowed over into the pin, 1-star match, but I'm calling it a dud because the putts through the match. Finisher is clunky and terrible. Your thoughts?
One thing that was notable about this match was it seemed like Tommy Dreamer had a little bit of a mean streak. This match, he's like, in addition to the low blow and some other stuff he did, he smashed Dr. Disaster's back his head into the steel post and stuff outside the ring. I'm like, dang. So, who peed in his Frosted Flakes that morning? But
it's probably all those damn jobs he was doing to Shane Douglas with the chain. Putts.
Oh man, hey, don't underestimate Shane Douglas with a chain.
February 5th card rundown. So we got a three-way. We have a double dog collar match between Hardcore Hack and Tommy Cairo. I mean, Hardcore Hack and Tommy Cairo. And they're fighting Rockin' Rebel and the Pitbull. So the babyfaces have a 10-second promo. Tommy Cairo's terrible. Sullivan and Taz versus Bad Company. Sullivan promo alludes to the Tanaka, Florida connection that I spoke on a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
He throws it to the Tasmaniac. Tasmaniac grunts, and Sullivan says something like, "You're a great talker." I tried to go to the network, but it was nothing there. They had skipped that whole segment.
Okay, because I'm wondering like, oh shoot, I don't see that on my notes here.
So we have a Matty in the House spot for ECW gear. The two girls are back. Remember the two girls from back in the day? You obviously didn't see this segment either. Remember the two girls from back in the day talking about the Super Destroyers?
Oh yeah, the little kids.
Right.
Yeah.
So those two girls are back. So I think they have to be Todd's kids at this point.
Oh, oh man, hey, shoot, yeah, put them to work.
Right. So one was acting like Jason, and then one was acting like Maddie in the house. So the one girl was like, "How do you like my shirt?" And another girl was like, "Oh, I'm not sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry." It was terrible. Moving on. So you have Mr. Hughes with Jason versus Mikey Whipwreck.
There we go. Excuse me.
Mikey Whipwreck will be coming soon to the Extreme Project. It's the debut for Mikey Whipwreck. It's a complete squidash.
Cheers.
As Joey puts over... What does he put over? Hughes' collegiate football statistics and credentials. Mikey gets absolutely nothing. He tries to fly, tries to get a back, like a crossbody. Hughes catches him for a triple backbreaker.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And he raised up for two. Huge sidewalk slam for the dub. 1 star. Love the sidewalk slam as usual. Throws him out of the ring. Jason gyrates. Your thoughts?
The only thing I was looking for was the sidewalk slam, and I got it, so I was a happy man.
You're going down! Did you know that there was a show on February 5th?
You know what? I think they had mentioned it maybe once or alluded to something about a show on February 5th. I was thinking it. I wasn't sure, though. Did they say for sure it was going to be a show on February 5th?
I'm almost pretty positive.
Okay. All right.
Moving on. So we have the living legend, Terry Funk, versus...
Oh, my God.
Versus the sensei, Pat Tanaka, with Paul Diamond in his corner. Funk talks shit about Diamond being out there, and he tries to get him to go to the back.
Like Paul Diamond is stupid. No, Terry Funk is the stupid one.
He berates Diamond. He says this man can fight his own battles.
Meanwhile, he got the fat ass Rotten brothers waiting in the wings to pounce any second and stuff. He's a fucking hypocrite. He's a piece of he's a turd. He want to call the distinguished Hunter Q. Robbins the third a turd? No, you, sir, are a turd.
So Terry Funk jumpstarts the heat. Should Tanaka win, he'll go to the February 5th three-way.
And rightfully so, as the ECW champion. Anybody's better than Terry Funk as the champ. I'm so glad that the network didn't show him coming down with the belt, because he doesn't deserve it.
Funk beats Tanaka outside, back inside Funk with a falling pile driver for 2. Funk then chokes Tanaka with his bandages.
Come on, Tanaka.
Quick comeback as Joey outs Tanaka as Duke Kanemeya's son and adds heat to the tag title match February 5th.
Son of a bitch.
Bad Breed run in. Tanaka gets 2. Diamond fights off the Bad Breed. Taz and Sullivan run in and KO Diamond with a trash can lid.
That's some bullshit.
Funk gets the roll up for the dud. And then Tanaka helps Diamond. Your thoughts?
Thought the match was a travesty of justice to Pat Tanaka, because once again Terry Funk, who is I don't know, he's probably one of the more sinister wrestlers who has stepped into a wrestling ring. I mean, he's a cheater. He tricks people who are, you know what I'm saying, trying to come up in the business, like JT Smith. He tricks them into becoming their mentor just so he can stab them in the back later on down the road. And here he is once again. He tries to sucker Paul Diamond into going into the back just so it'd be easier for Team Fat Ass to come on out and intercede on his behalf. And just so happened, justice wasn't served, and he still walked out of there as the champion. Great. So now we're going to see him. This is one time where I hope the doggone show isn't televised. Please tell me February 5th is not going to be available to watch.
We will absolutely be watching the February 5th show. So wait, so you bitch when you can't watch the shows. You bitch when you can watch the shows.
Well, I don't want to see Terry Funk, especially strutting down there as the champion with his looking like he worked at freaking what's the name of the place? Krispy Kremes. Like he worked at Krispy Kremes and stuff. Like he's the champion of the promotion. He's the best one y'all got. He's better than a franchise. Even Sabu. Even Sabu is more. I mean, this guy looks like he's been homeless for the last 16 years, but yet he's like the top homeless dude, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, he the homeless dude who be stealing all the other homeless people food and stuff. That's why he kind of fat and out of shape and shit. You know what I'm saying? But he's very unkempt. He looks very, he's disgusting to look at. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, there's no rhyme or reason why he should be the champion, and I think it is a miscarriage of justice that neither Shane Douglas, Sabu, or Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert is the ECW heavyweight champion. And that's all I have to say about that.
Very good. So we have a Matty in the house spot.
From bad to worst.
He's with Paul Lee for an interview.
Oh, save us, Paul.
Paul Lee talks about Sabu's handler. Still no name, but Paul Lee describes his job. Matty wants to know his name, though. Paul objects to Matty's tone. Sabu is scary, but Matty's no roughneck. Paul Lee then cuts another great promo talking about Sabu and the three-way on February 5th.
Right.
He then turns to the handler. He puts over the handler as having one of the toughest jobs in the world. He has to control Sabu. So any man that controls Sabu has to be a tough guy, you know?
Yeah, that's a hell of a sell right there.
So on February 5th, he's going to unleash the handler in the ring. Paulie finishes the promo by bringing it back to Sabu in the three-way. Overall, another money fucking promo from Paulie.
Absolutely.
We have Kevin Sullivan and the Tasmaniac versus Donnie Allen and Gilbert. Bad Company goofs the jobbers immediately to the back and they start fighting the champs. It settles into an impromptu tag match that I cannot care about. Exploder suplex and we get a Tasmanian suplex machine spot call from Joey. Basic tag match, Tanaka and Pearl. Hot tag diamond, House of Fire. Tanaka and Sullivan fight outside and the arena. Diamond and Taz do some stuff inside. Sloppy roll up for 3, 1 star. Tanaka's MIA. So the champs destroy Diamond's neck with a stuffed pile driver.
Yeah.
Joey goes into the solemn voice mode as geeks and EMTs move Diamond out of the ring. Hold the next match. Your thoughts?
So what did I think? For some reason, I did kind of care about this match, only because I was kind of infuriated. I was pissed off that Gil, what was his name? Donnie Allen,
The devious one.
devious Don Allen, just let Tanaka and Diamond just interrupt their match and stuff. Like, they should have fought it out right there, like, you know what I'm saying, and then go from there. But I don't know. I don't know. For some reason, I found myself like really watching this match and paying attention to it and stuff. And then I thought it was goofy and stuff. The part where after they fucked Paul Diamond up and stuff, Joey Styles was like, "Oh, we're off the air, we're good." Said, but he's still talking about we need the medical team. He needs help with this, that, and the other and stuff. Trying to act like he didn't know he wasn't recording. Give me a freaking break. But I don't know. For some reason, it was oddly enthralling for me.
So we got Joey flustered in the next. He's talking to the production guy, Matt Radico, from the truck. This realism setting in as the diamond injury throws the end of the show out of whack.
Oh,
Matt
shucks.
Matt says he eschews the music video and goes directly to Tanaka on a live microphone. Joey feeds Tanaka questions, and Tanaka stumbles through his fucking promo. and subbing in for Paul Diamond on February 5th will be the original Sheik. He's like, yeah, Paul Diamond's hurt, and he says, want to go, you got to go and get him. So I got a guy. You want to know who my guy is? You want me to tell you who my guy is? Well, on February 5th, Kevin Sullivan, Tasmaniac, you'll be fighting me and the original Sheik.
And as the crowd goes mild.
Overall, I said, Pat Tanaka should never cut another promo in his life. Oh man, the show was well paced. It was full of entertaining squashes. The Public Enemy promos, I loved them. You know what I'm saying? But goddamn, Tanaka almost killed it with that last promo. Thumbs up though.
Oh man, yeah. Excuse me. Let me clear my throat.
Stop clearing your throat in the microphone, goof.
When you gotta clear, it's either I could back away and clear it, or I could try to muscle through it, but then I have the gurgly sound if too much, whatever it is, phlegm or
quote unquote phlegm.
But there we go. But yeah, so who is the original Sheik? Like I've heard of him, but like, why should we care? As I guess what
the original Sheik is the guy. He's Sabu's uncle. He broke Sabu into the business. He also helped train Sabu and Rob Van Dam, and he basically was the co-owner of the Detroit territory back in the 70s.
Okay.
So Mama Fuge, I asked Mama Fuge a question a long time ago. I said, name 5 wrestlers. She says, Andre the Giant.
Okay.
Hulk Hogan.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Bobo Brazil.
Okay.
The Sheik.
Okay.
And somebody else. So I'm thinking, holy shit. My mama know who Bobo Brazil and the Sheik is? Which in turn makes you a super goof because my mama know who the Sheik is and you don't know who the Sheik is. Street smart champion.
Yes, and I am also the uncrowned trivia champion because I've been robbed several times of my title. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, I mean, Mama Fuge is very wise, and so, she
That is a true statement.
A little bit more wisdom than me on who the Sheik is. And when it comes to something like that, I do not take any shame in that.
Yeah, but the Sheik was a guy who traveled the territories, NWA territories, and had bloody brawls with various guys. He'd come in, he'd have a bloody brawl with Funk down in Amarillo. he'd have a bloody brawl with Sullivan down in Florida. Well, probably not with Sullivan because Sullivan was a heel and he was a heel, so probably not. Okay. But he definitely had bloody brawls with Bobo Brazil up in Detroit. Okay. Wherever he went, Abdullah the Butcher, Bruiser Brody.
Okay.
Okay. So it was just these. Definitely over in Japan, he would be fighting Stan Hansen, or fighting Inoki, or Baba, or whoever, all those guys over there. He was a big name.
Okay.
Big money guy, territory big money guy.
Okay.
So when and Sullivan basically copied his whole wrestling style.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if you watch Kevin Sullivan's matches, they're the sheep.
Interesting.
Yeah. With that being said, next week, February 1st, 1994, the Go Home Show for the night the line was crossed. We out. Peace.
Peace.